Hi guys, today I wanted to share a really loved recipe in our family. This is Grandma Muriel's pumpkin cheesecake. And so sometimes we will make this pumpkin cheesecake in a 9-inch springform pan and sometimes in little miniatures. So I'm not going to even try to read off all those ingredients, but they're in the description below. You can always find my recipes in the description below. So just click on that, or you can just pause right where it pops up on the screen. So first we're going to have our graham cracker crumbs and our butter and our whatever that other thing was, sugar. So you're going to mix those together. I like to just do it with a fork or a spatula and just make sure it's all mixed together. And I use my small little cookie scoop. I've got a larger one and a smaller one, and the small one, I don't know how big it is, but was the one that was about the right size. So I scooped it in there, and then I had this little disposable from a pizza place downtown, the teeny town we have, and I saved those little cups that the ranch dressing comes in, and those work great to press in things in muffin tins. So then you're going to take your cream cheese after those go in the oven for 6 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. Mix up your cream cheese. You're going to add your eggs and sugar and then brown sugar. Maybe crumble up that brown sugar. I had some of the spots were lumping up, so I edited out where there were some balls of brown sugar that were clumping up. And then the vanilla and the pumpkin and evaporated milk, can of evaporated milk, just 2/3 of a cup of that. A little bit of cornstarch, because that pumpkin, you've got this cheesecake texture, but the pumpkin is very loose. It's very wet. And so you want to kind of get that balance of thickener in there to keep that cheesecake texture while still getting that fresh pumpkin pie flavor. So now we've got our, after 6 minutes, the little bottom crusts are done. And I use a 1/3 cup measuring cup, and that was just the perfect size, and put those in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. It would be 55 to 60 minutes if you were doing a 9-inch springform pan, which we frequently do, but this time I wanted to do the minis. So mostly because I got mad that my springform pan leaked, and so I threw it in the garbage in a rampage. So I don't have one anymore. But anyway, so I did the minis. So now the sour cream topping is key to me. I love the sour cream topping. It's just this lightly sweetened sour cream flavoring with vanilla. And so you mix that up, and I put it in the Ziploc bag because I love using that as a piping bag. And I just put in the fridge until they are ready. So the cheesecakes came out, and I cooled them a bit so I could pick up the pan with bare hands, and then you're going to squish some of that sour cream topping on top. It's my favorite part. I love that sour cream topping layer over top, just like a New York cheesecake. But the cheesecake itself is super awesome, authentic pumpkin flavor. It's just fabulous. My mom looked for a recipe like this for a long time. Her husband, Jeff, he really loved pumpkin pie and he loved cheesecake, and she wanted to incorporate the two, and she tried so many different recipes until she found this one, and the whole family just loves it so much. And so we just have it every year. I can't even convey to you how delicious these are. Whether you do the full cheesecake in a 9-inch springform pan, hopefully yours doesn't leak, or in the miniatures, which is nice for things like potlucks or work parties, or if you have a family get together, you can just grab a mini instead of having to cut this whole big cheesecake, and it's delicious. I also doubled, you'll notice in the visual, I doubled the crust because I thought I was going to need more to do minis. Not so. I did not need to double the crust, so I just saved that for later. I'll just use it for like a cream pie later or something like that. But the description below has the recipe that is needed, the not doubled recipe. So that's all that you need for it. And look how beautiful those turned out. They're just, just take a little bit of the crust and sprinkle it on top, or you could sprinkle chopped walnuts on top. You could even actually add chopped walnuts to the crust if you wanted to. My husband was thinking, oh, that would have been good with chopped walnuts in the crust. So, you just think of new ideas as you go along. This is after I had refrigerated them, and so they were nicely chilled. They come out of the cupcake papers beautifully. Look at that texture. It's just like absolutely cheesecake, but with this beautiful pumpkin pie flavor. It's genius. I love it so much, and it makes me miss my mama. She just did a great job with it, and she really did her research, and the whole family appreciates it. All the kids, several of the kids make it. I hope you enjoy it too. Try it. Thanks for watching.